Okay? Cribbers are these people who crib about everything. They have a negative approach to everything. So if you tell them this training session is going to be for 3 hours or 2 hours, they'll be like, why 2 hours? Why not? I have work, I have to go to a client meeting, I have this, I have that. And even if you tell them that this is very important for you, they'll still find some excuse or the other. You have to be able to manage these guys. Well, not every training, but some training sessions will have this one participant who will insist on cracking jokes after jokes and making people laugh, which is good. Allow him to be himself or herself, but have a control on it. Don't let it become a laughathon or a laugh riot or a comedy circus, something like that. A few jokes here and there keeps the mood of the session light, helps you also. It adds you. You don't have to do that. I mean, entertainment is happening, but make sure you can curtain it whenever required. So you have to exercise. Cynic and the cripper are both the same. They always have a negative approach to things beneficial happening, benefit shown. They will say that great. You have to be very sensitive to these guys. The interrupter is a person like every time you say something, will raise his hand, or without raising his hand, will be like, no, but actually when I went through that session, or will have something or the other to tell, insisting on disturbing you. Have to cut it short in the first instance itself, saying, I will give you time, we will talk then. The aggressor, very aggressive, wants to know everything, doesn't know what the others want or not, says, I want to know these things, so you better answer me. Insists on getting answers to every question he or she has. These are people who are generally very aggressive, even in their behavior, in their communication. They want to get what they want without fail and by any which means. These are the guys you have to handle with a firm hand and tell them you will get what is given, but everybody else is also going to be given equal attention. So you have to remember that. This is the challenge for all of you. If you're going to be trainers, effective trainers with that, you have to get this person, the shy non-contributor, to start contributing. This is the person who will be very polite, will sit in the chair, look at you, smile throughout the session at you, say, yes, I'm understanding everything, but will have to get this person right. You have to get this person to talk. That is a challenge for you guys, and you have to win it all the time. You have to make this person contribute and interact with you. A doodler, not paying attention, going on scribbling something on the pad. You think the person is writing, but the person is not really writing. He's just going on making some symbols or design, something, henna design or a dress design or something like that. Could be anything. So you have to be on the lookout for all these. These are again the very common ones in any training session. This, Mr. Know-it-all, is what it is all about. I know this. Yeah, I have done that. We can go forward. Person is kind of not so sensitive to the fact that there are others around and they need to learn it. So this person tries to add more information or says, yes, I have done this before and this is the example and all. It's great to have an expert on board, but the person has to understand that this session is not only for his or her benefit, the session is for everybody's benefit. So you have to keep control on all these guys. Very important. Now, what methodologies do you want to use for training? This is again a question you have to ask yourself, saying, how will I train these people? Will it be a lecture session, which will be a demonstration, or will it be a discussion, or will it be a role play, or a self-study and reading? Like I said, there are 4 types of learning being a trainer. Similarly, the methodologies are also in multiples. Now, if you have to be an interpreter or a listener or a director or a coach, all in one, you have to take parts at doing that. At any training session, should also be part of these 5 methodologies. Sometimes it has to be a lecture. Since this is a one-way communication or a one-way communication happening, this is more of a lecture session where I'm telling you and you're seeing it on the board. But if we have connectivity two-way, then this could have also been a discussion. You could have told me a lot of things. I could have told you a lot of things. Okay, demonstration. Well, if I were actually there, I could have also demonstrated. I could have asked one of you to come up come up here with me and then do a little bit of the training session. That would be a demonstration also. Role play, you could all act like the kind of participants that we discussed about managing. Take that forward. Self-study in reading, I could just give you material and ask you to read it and understand it and get back to me. Demonstration, like I said, remember the memory levels that we discussed, how the brain functions. It retains 90% of things that you learn as training. So the demonstration, what needs to be done and why, telling them, telling what is really required. Some of you are experiencing voice adjustment. Okay, I hope it's clear now and there's no extra disturbances. Okay, like we said,